Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. As I said in the last episode, I was gonna do a little bit of grinding off screen and try to beat the Leon boss fight. And this is basically the end of my grinding right now. And after I finish this, I should be level 10. And I think that level 10 should be just enough for me to be able to beat Leon a little bit easier than my previous one. Because it'll give me a little bit more stats compared to what I had before. So basically, what I did to grind is I ran around the second district here, and I went up these steps right here. Okay, level up, and I should be level 10 now. And these are my stats right now. And EXP to next level is 149, which is actually a little bit crazy, since we're only getting 1 EXP per kill. So at level 9 I actually gained the ability called Treasure Magnet, and as you can see it says attracts nearby HP and MP balls, money and items, and you can equip 2 to attract them from even further away. So we're gonna get, I think, 3 of these through the course of the game, and this ability is, I believe, I feel like this ability is one of the most important ones because it helps you grab things from really far away. So when you have 3 of them, you'll see that the range that you grab things is really far, and you'll love it. So basically what I did was, for my grinding, I ran around here and basically killed everything around here, and I went through those doors over there to the hotel, came out those doors from the hotel, and then basically it's a pretty linear path, and it basically goes in a circle, but you can do it any way you want, because the monsters all respawn whenever you go 2 maps away. So you can grind whichever way you want, and it really won't matter, because as long as you go 2 maps away from whichever area you want to spawn, it's gonna respawn them monsters. So basically I went up these steps, went into the Gizmo shop, and I grinded here, and this area basically gives you 50 EXP if you kill everything that spawns in here. Then I went out the Gizmo shop, the other door, and that drops you off over here on a ledge. And oops, I didn't mean to go back in, but loading it is. So basically after you get through here, you jump off this ledge and go back into the Dalmatian house. And after going to the Dalmatian house, you go through the whole Dalmatian house, go through all 4 maps. And going through these maps basically guarantees that you'll reset the whole spawn for the grinding area that I went through. So you end up in the alleyway, and then you go through here, defeat these guys, defeat these guys, and then there's going to be one more spawn area right here, defeat these guys, and then go back to the second district. So So basically what you're doing is going in a gigantic circle, and you'll basically either well, you'll definitely end up back here, but wherever you start, that's basically where you'll end back up here. So, but this is just my preference of grinding, and if you guys have any suggestions for better grinding at this level, feel free to tell me, and I'll see if I can show it. But this is basically the way that I grind in the beginning. So I'm just gonna head back to the first district and go back into the accessory shop and save, because I have a boss fight to win. So this lamp is blocking the view. And as you can see, all I have to do is really walk near the things on the ground to pick them up. I don't even have to try anymore. Like, I don't have to walk right on top of them anymore to pick them up. So Treasure Magnet is a really, really good ability. And it's one of the abilities that I personally love a lot, because it just makes things so much easier. Makes collecting items and money and HP orbs, MP orbs, a lot easier. So I'm gonna save here. I believe this was the file that we had before. So as you can see, I've gained about 3 levels compared to what we had before. So I'm gonna save right here. Overwrite this file. And you can see how long I've been grinding compared to the file that we had to load last time in order to be able to grind, because once you come into the accessory shop, I forgot to mention this before, but once you come into the accessory shop and you go back outside to the first district, it automatically initiates a cutscene, and you'll no longer be able to go anywhere as you please for a little bit. So just keep that in mind when if you want to grind. The first time you go into the accessory shop, just save here, and then hold off on going back to the accessory shop to save if you go to the second district and third district, because I believe that's what triggers the next event, which is the Leon boss fight. So right now I'm just gonna check my items, and that's it. Alright, I guess we're ready to go. And this time I'm actually going to try to beat him, because last time,
they'll come at you,
as you can see, even
Who
though
are
I
you?
tried a little bit,
and they'll keep on coming at you.
really wasn't that
as
much
long
of
as
an
you
effort.
Continue to wield the Keyblade. But why? Why would it choose a kid like you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Never mind. Now, let's see that Keyblade.
But anyways, we've seen
There's
this
no
cutscene
way you're
before,
getting this.
so
All
he
right.
wants our
Then
Keyblade,
have
we
it your
say
way.
no, and now we have to fight him. Oh yes, and he never showed that skill last time, but that's basically just a fireball, easy enough to dodge. And basically what you want to do is just keep attacking him. And I do have stun impact unequipped, because that ability took too much points in order for me to equip Treasure Magnet. So I do have that unequipped. So right now I'm never gonna be able to stun him. So use a potion here. And as you can see, I basically got hit even though I was using a potion. But it doesn't really matter, because I mean, it's not that hard to basically walk off the hit that he does when you're using your potion. So oh yes, that's also when he charges his fireball, if you're close enough, it's a good opportunity. But I'm gonna let this cutscene run before I talk anymore.
Now you're gonna get...
Oh, you're slipping, Leon.
I went easy on him. Looks like things are worse than we thought. A lot worse.
Gosh, there's nobody here. Sure is spooky.
Actually, I'm not scared.
Excuse me. Did the king send you?
Come on, lazy bum. Wake up. You okay?
I guess.
Those creatures that attacked you are after the Keyblade. But it's your heart they really want. Because you wield the Keyblade.
I'm so glad that you're okay, Kyrie.
Kyrie? Who are you talking about?
I'm the great ninja Yuffie. I think you might have overdone it, Squall.
That's Leon.
The Keyblade.
Yeah, we had to get it away from you to shake off those creatures. It turns out that's how they were tracking you.
It was the only way to conceal your heart from them. But it won't work for long. Still, hard to believe that you, of all people, are the chosen one.
Oh,
Well, I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
why don't you start making sense? What's going on here?
Okay, you know there are many other worlds out there besides your castle and this town, right?
Yeah?
But they're supposed to be a secret.
They've been secret because they've never been connected. Until now. When the Heartless came, everything changed.
The Heartless?
The ones who attacked you, you remember?
Those without hearts.
The darkness in people's hearts. That's what attracts them.
And there is darkness within every heart.
Hey, have you heard of someone named Ansem?
And Sam?
He was studying the Heartless. He recorded all of his findings in a very detailed report.
Gosh, can we see it?
Its pages are scattered everywhere.
Scattered?
Too many worlds.
Oh, then maybe the king went to find them.
Yes, those were my thoughts exactly.
We've got to find him quick.
Red! First we need that key.
That's right. The Keyblade.
So, this is the key.
Exactly.
The Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade. That's why they'll keep coming after you, no matter what.
Well, I didn't ask for this.
The Keyblade chooses its master, and it chose you.
So, tough luck.
How did all this happen? I remember being in my room. Wait a minute. What happened to my home? My island? Riku! Kairi!
You know what? I really don't know.
Okay, so after watching this cutscene, you can see that it's basically the same as before if you lose to Leon. And the only real difference is that after the fight, the cutscene right after the fight, Leon actually stumbles, and then Sora has a little bit more text instead of just falling over. But what's important now is that we get a treasure chest with a keyhole on it, and looks like it's locked. So we'll talk to Yuffie, and I've heard that the Keyblade can open all sorts of locks. Give it a try. And next time you find a treasure chest or door lock. So basically, after talking to her, I don't know why it wasn't obvious before, but after talking to her, we can open the chest with a keyhole on it. So yes, I don't know why we'd have to talk to her in order to even activate that, but well, I mean, whatever floats their boat, I guess. So I'm gonna save again just because I got the item in the treasure chest, and I believe there's a secret in here. I'm not sure if you can get it now, but I'm gonna try getting it right now. Smacking this. And let's see. Oh, okay. There you go. Spawn the treasure chest. And you get a mithril. And I think there might be more stuff to get, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna smack the clock a few more times. Anything here? No. Okay. Oops. So the way I'm doing the way I'm recording these videos right now, I have no sound on, but the way the secret works is you have to hit this clock, and there's gonna be a sound cue, and it's like you unlock the secret or something, and basically the chest spawns here. I guess there's only one. I'm not really sure, but I'm just gonna save again because I got another thing. I know it's really redundant, but I think they call it a chronic saver. I don't know, but I have to save a lot. So, anyways, to advance the plot, you have to talk to Leon over here, who's laying on this door nonchalantly. Sooner or later, the Heartless will find you, and you'd best prepare yourself. Prepare myself to fight for your life. Are you ready? Now, after you say I'm ready, basically that save point that I was saving at will disappear, and you're gonna go into the next part of the game. So whenever you're ready, just hit I'm ready. If you're not ready yet, you can always hit not yet, and just prepare as best as you can, even though there's no way to really prepare since there's no enemies here to grind on. So I'm just gonna click I'm ready. Okay, so let's go join Aerith, which is in the other door, and she'll be with the other visitors now, as we saw in the cutscene.
Yuffie, go! Let's go.
And now we get to get into some fights that are basically random battles now. And Leon tells us to skip the battles and find the leader. And I would do that, but I want the EXP from these guys, so I'm a little greedy like that. And basically what I want to do is just, because we don't have any magic right now, but the battle system is really boring, all you do is keep attacking until they're dead. And as you can see, these guys give 3 EXP. Oh, I forgot to mention that these guys are soldiers now. So that's the new type of enemy that we're encountering right now. They give 3 EXP instead of 1. And they have quite a bit of health quite a bit more health compared to the shadows that we were fighting before. Now, we're not supposed to know any of these names, but since I've already played this game before, I know most of the names, but not all of them. And unfortunately, that's part of my useless knowledge that I have of games. So what we want to do is essentially go to the 3rd district, because that's where the leader is. And if you haven't guessed already, then the leader is basically another boss fight. So yes, they throw a lot of boss fights in the beginning, but later on, as the game progresses, they're a little bit more spaced out. And I mean, I don't really mind all these boss fights, since all the bosses, basically every single boss that you defeat gives you something good. So I feel like the system is pretty good. But it's really whatever you get, whatever floats our boat, you know? But I don't mind, since boss fights give rewards, and who doesn't like rewards? After this fight, I'm actually gonna just run past everything and go to the objective, because we're cutting it a little bit close on time. So, and I just fell. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna skip those fights, and I'm gonna go to where we have to go to, which is the 3rd district. And oh, as you can see, I'm in the menu, but in the background you can see some enemies spawning. So this is actually useful sometimes when you want to set your items up before you actually get into like a random battle. Because as you can see before, I only had 1 potion here, and these 2 slots were empty. So basically all you have to do is press start before the command bar over here on the bottom left corner turns red, and you'll be able to go to the pause menu, because you're technically still not in battle when that menu is blue. So it's pretty convenient sometimes if you forget to set items, but I'm gonna let this cutscene run now.
Gosh, are these the Heartless guys?
Let's go get them to see. Oh, the key.
Okay, So now we get introduced to our party members. As you can see in the top right side of the screen, the top right corner, you have 2 more party member HP bars and MP bars. And I'll explain a little more after this. Although this scene is pretty short and it's basically the boss spawning, so basically through the whole game you're gonna have these 2 characters stuck with you throughout. So that's basically their HP and MP bars up there, and those don't matter as much as yours does because they can't die for some weird reason. When they lose all their HP, all they do is get knocked unconscious, and their HP and MP doesn't really matter much in the beginning. So all you have to do is worry about your own. When you do get low on HP, they will use items on you if they have any, or if they have any type of spells. They will use their spells on enemies if they have any. But as of right now, we have neither, so nothing's gonna happen really, except for maybe items, but I'm not sure if they use all the items already. So basically, back to the boss. This boss is the, I want to say guard armor boss. Not really sure about that name because I think there's a different version of the armor. I think this one is guard armor. And basically, easiest boss in the game. Well, one of the easiest bosses in the game. Just and then I die. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna do a no-death run of this game because there's an achievement for that. I mean, a trophy for that. So I'm gonna do a no-death run of this game. So what I have to do every single time is load game. So, first death of the game. It's really unfortunate because that boss is actually supposed to be pretty easy. But, yeah.
Yuffie, go!
Anyway, same cutscene as before.
Yuffie!
Yuffie runs next door.
Sora, let's go!
Leon hits the Heartless outside. We run after Leon. And Donald is flattened by a door. And don't bother with the Spall Fry, find leader. Let's go. Back to the 3rd district it is. So as you saw before, unfortunately I was using an item during his attack animation and he happened to hit me while I was using my item. So unfortunately I died. And that's one of the things I sort of don't like about this game in the beginning. Because it's, if you play on the hardest difficulty, it's sort of easy to die a lot if you don't know what you're doing. And hopefully I don't die again because hopefully I do know what I'm doing. But it gets a lot easier later on in the game because you'll have a lot more ways to heal. And you'll also have a lot more defense so that you take less damage. But as of right now, we don't have anything that increases our stats as much. Okay, back to this again. We you have to do is just kill everything here. And of course these enemies are nice enough that they don't all attack one person at the same time. And one thing right now, you'll see Donald die a lot in this game because he's really weak in the beginning. And I don't know why they made him so weak in the beginning, but as of right now, he's gonna die a lot. He just died again. So what you want to do in this boss fight really is just watch his attacks. When he does his stomp attack like that before, just walk away like this, just jump away. When he separates his body parts, just be mindful of where his body parts are. When he does that spin attack, walk away from him. Jump here, and now he's gonna spin at me, which is gonna suck. But after he spins at you, just attack him, and you should be able to attack him. But unfortunately, just to be safe, and I want to aim at his legs. So wait for him to do that. Attack him. And as you can see, we just broke one of his legs. So jump here. And I think he's separating again? Yes, he's separating again. So what you want to do is defeat the body parts instead of just defeating him. Because it's a lot easier when you have the body parts down. And hopefully you don't have the body parts all gang up on you like this. Oh my goodness. Because that's really annoying, and unfortunately I have nothing to do with that right now. And walk away. Attack him 2 points. Try to hit him as much as possible. And then jump. Hopefully I can win because I have no more items. Alright. And as you can see, when you beat one of his body parts, he always drops a bunch of health orbs. And it's basically necessary in order for you to even win. Because this boss fight is actually pretty hard in the beginning. Or, well, if you don't know what you're doing, then it's pretty hard, but if you know what you're doing, then it's not that hard. So, basically, after you've defeated all of his body parts, he's the easiest boss in the world. Just keep attacking him, and you will win. The 2 arms and the leg parts are probably what make this boss hard, but once you defeat it, everything else, then this boss becomes loads easier. And we obtained the Brave Warrior for defeating this boss, which is another accessory that we can equip.
So, you were looking for me?
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Of course.
Are you sure?
Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the kid.
Sora, go with them. Especially if you want to find your friends.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
Oh,
No frowning, no sad face, okay?
Yeah, you gotta look funny, like us. Yup. Whoa.
This boat runs on happy faces.
Happy? Jeez.
That's one funny face.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Donald Duck.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one, one for all.
That little squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it?
Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the brat's friends are the king's lackeys. Slug on the eyes, they're all built rats by the look of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Shut up!
Enough! The Keyblade has chosen him. Will it be he who conquers the darkness? Or will the darkness swallow him? Either way, he could be quite useful.
Okay. So, as you saw from the cutscene just now, there are a lot of enemies that we've already made just because we have this single key. But anyways, Leon tells us to make sure we're prepared for the journey ahead of us. And we don't know how far the Heartless will spread. Check out the shops, and we got the pretty good stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything. This is from all of us. 500 money, spend as you see fit, and this is from Leon. Elixir, nice. I believe that you only get the elixir if you beat Leon, but I'm not really sure about that. So, if anyone can confirm, just type it up in the comments or something. But anyways, Yuffie tells us good luck. So, and Aerith hopes that we find our friends. And we have to look out for each other. And we have to keep our spirits up. Or else the darkness will swallow us all. And the gummy ship is outside that gate. The one gate that we have not gone through yet, of course. And we can teleport to the gummy ship from save points. Open the save menu and select gummy ship. Not all save points let you board the gummy ship. The what? That's our ship. Wait till you see it. Hold on. Sora, this is for you. And we attain the power of fire, and we learned the magic spell fire. So that is the very first magic that we get, and we can select magic to cast spells to cast quickly. We can assign spells to shortcut buttons in the customized menu. And casting spells consumes MP. Using ethers or striking enemies replenishes MP. And now we can use magic too. Goofy, give him that other thing. You know. And we get dodge roll. Activate abilities by equipping them. Some abilities are used by pressing square, others work automatically. Equip them in the abilities menu. Activating them requires AP. Abilities allow you to do all sorts of things. Guess we should look for them along the way. And is that it? Let's get going. Not till we're ready. And Jiminy Cricket says, well, I see big adventures coming their way. And looks like it's up to me to keep track of it all in my journal. So basically, after all of that dialogue, they just teach us things that we already know. And now we also have a new button in our menu called Journal, which basically tracks all of our things, everything in this game. So story, this is Sora's story. And then if you want to read it, and then characters is basically all the character files, and it tells you about each and every character. So what I'll do is, if you guys want to see this, then maybe I'll put it up on screen a little bit more, but what I like to do is just keep the journal usually cleaned out, which means that I go into it and then just leave. And if that doesn't work, then I go into it, look at some of the things, and then leave, because I don't like the new button, well, the new symbol just on the journal all the time. So, but that's really just my preference. You guys don't have to do it if you don't want to. And we just got an ability called Dodge Roll from Goofy, so we're going to equip that. And when I leveled up, I got AP, so I can equip Stun Impact again. Also, Donald and Goofy have their own abilities as well. Donald has Berserk, which is boost attack power when HP is critically low, combined with the weapon skill for more power. So basically, when Donald's HP is red, in the red, then he'll do more damage. And Goofy's is Rocket and Jackpot. Rocket is leap at an airborne enemy and attack with a shield. That's his attack skill. We'll want that. And Jackpot is receive more money and HP MP balls in battle. Equip the entire party to boost effect. This is another one of those important skills, abilities I mean, because this basically makes you get more money and get more HP when you defeat a Heartless. And more money and more HP is always good, because you can never have enough of those things. But that was probably obvious, right? And now we want to go into equipment and change out this second accessory to the Brave Warrior, which gives us 3 more HP and 1 more strength. Now, Donald and Goofy right now have no accessories, and I don't plan on giving them any accessories until I have some extras. So what I'm gonna do right now is actually go back into the accessory shop, and when I walked over that green mark, if you saw on the floor, hey, look at this mark. I wonder what it is. This is a Trinity mark. They appear in many places. Only the blue ones react in the beginning. Sora, Donald, and Goofy can perform various Trinity moves besides these marks. So basically, it's a sort of team skill. But when you get to these marks, I'll show you outside of the accessory shop. But right now, what I want to do first is actually equip a magic to, okay, good, auto equip to fire on triangle. And what I want to do is burn this stove, because this unlocks something later, I believe. Or maybe it unlocks something now. Hold on, give me just 1 second. Yeah, I think it unlocks something later. I'm not sure. But I think there was a jingle. I'm not sure. As I said, I record with no sound, so I believe there's a jingle, but I think we're out of time for now. So in the next episode, I will go aboard the gummy ship and explore some new worlds with our newfound friends, Donald and Goofy. I'll see you guys in the next one.